Hello and welcome to this installment into our journey of the tarot. I'm honoured that you have joined me today. In the first portion of this video, I will be talking about the specific meaning of this card in the tarot journey. But if you would like to skip forward to the upright meaning, reversed meaning, past, present, future meaning, or love, money and spiritual meaning of this card, then please see the timestamps in the description box below this video. I would also be honoured if you could hit like and subscribe, as well as hit that notification button so that you get alerted each time that I drop a new tarot journey video for you. If when going through this video you feel you would like to know more about where you are specifically on your own tarot's journey, then please see the links below to book a personal reading. Without further ado, let's get into our journey. Like all the major arcana, the Lovers refers to important events in our life right now. This could be one big event, or an attitude that colours the way we see everything around us. Don't be fooled though, the Lovers refers to far more than just romance. In the Lover's image we see a male and female figure in the foreground, perhaps symbolising Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Behind the male figure is the tree of life, bearing the 12 fruits of life. The tree of knowledge sits behind Eve, with a serpent twisted around its trunk. The figures symbolize youth and innocence, before their feelings had been contaminated by material gains. It's no wonder then that this card was once called Choice, and not the Lovers, suggesting that each of us will face moral choices within our lifetime, and that with wisdom we can fare any storms. Between the male and female figure sits an angel. If we consider that the male and female characters are the masculine and feminine attributes that we each have, then the angel can represent our consciousness and is a mediator between the two halves of ourselves. Communication rules the day when the Lovers card appears. The Lovers upright. When we draw the Lovers, single or attached, it is a wonderful card to have, but it's not all wine and roses. The Lovers has a very serious side. The Lovers asks us to consider what love means to us personally. Are we seeking an evening of naughty but niceness, or a lifetime of support and commitment? Perhaps we should also stop to ask what the other person in the situation might want too. The Lovers often puts in an appearance when we meet to make a choice regarding a relationship, such as whether to commit or whether to move on. We may even discover we are inundated with admirers, and we have to decide which lucky person will win our heart. Alternatively, it may be us who is considering becoming involved with someone who is not available. If we're single, we could be aching to find someone special. If we do, we must be a little cautious. We shouldn't allow ourselves to fall in love with just the notion of love. It has to be real. Remember that although the Lovers are kissy and cozy in some ways, this does not have to be a romantic interaction only. It could also refer to a business arrangement, and we could well find ourselves trying to decide if we'd gain from taking on a business partner or a new employee. Indeed, the Lovers can refer to any major choice which we face, usually one with a number of conflicting possibilities. As long as we're willing to remain level-headed and apply lashings of common sense, then there's no reason why the decision we make should not be the right one. The Lovers reversed. Angels would move warily, but we're about to rush in. If we charge into making an important decision, we could regret it when the Lovers appears reversed. We must weigh up each aspect of our situation carefully. Unfortunately, the Lovers can also be a warning against procrastination. Somehow we need to suss out whether we need to slow down or speed up, and whichever is the case, we need to remain consistent, as inconsistence will be the biggest mistake of all. As we might expect, the Lovers reversed is a little bit of an unfortunate sign in regard to relationships of many descriptions, and suggests that we could be entering a period of misunderstanding, confusion, and potentially arguments. Romantically, if the Lovers is reversed in a reading, there is a risk that one member of a couple could be tempted by the forbidden fruit. So communication again here is really important. The Lovers in the past. In the past position, the Lovers tarot card suggests that our question is directly linked to a past love relationship. For some, this could symbolize a relationship we have with a parent or a sibling. For others, this asks us to think about a past love, perhaps our very first love, and any lessons we can learn from that situation still. If we have been in a long-term committed relationship, then the Lovers card in our past suggests that our identity as a person is very deeply entwined with our partner, and that the union has changed us in some very profound ways. The Lovers in the present. The Lovers in the present can mean that we are very excited about a new and passionate relationship. If we are in the throes of a new romance, this can be very exciting indeed. Equally, this can reflect a new budding business partnership, where we are able to explore our creative passions more freely. The influence that this new partner has on us is very deep indeed and extremely transformative. The Lovers in the future. In the future position, the Lovers card heralds a time coming when we can become very direct with our wants and desires. If we tend to lose ourselves when we get into a new relationship, the Lovers in the future asks us to be very clear about the partner that we want. We can focus on wanting interdependence rather than codependence, so that we don't lose our heads again. If on the other hand we have found intimacy difficult, then we can meet a partner who allows us to be authentically ourselves, and once we feel safe with them, those protective walls can crumble and we can experience a really deep and meaningful relationship. The Lovers in love. In love matters, the Lovers card is a card we probably want to see in a reading to give us some advice. If we've been so focused on career, family, health, travel, pets, that we've neglected our own love life, then now that change is about to come. When we fall in love, of course, other areas of our life can get neglected, but this is only for a short while, and true love may be worth the risk of falling behind a little. For those that are already in a relationship, we can see that bond deepen and new levels of commitment grow. This can feel very serious, and the words always, forever, and the one could very well be spoken by both parties. The Lovers in money and career. In our work life, we may discover that we hit a crossroads where a choice needs to be made. Logic can guide us through if we review all the information we have at hand so that we can make an informed decision. If we're tempted to start a work-based romance, then we need to think about any consequences that may occur before we dive in. Financially, the Lovers card asks us to stay focused on how we can bring monetary abundance into our worlds. If a new relationship has made us feel so scattered that we lose track of sending those invoices out, then we may kick ourselves down the line, so some temperance is required. The Lovers in spirituality. Spiritually, the Lovers could mean that we meet a very special mentor who helps us greatly. But again, it's important not to lose our own identity. It's okay to disagree or question with others, even if they are our hero in some ways. Either way, we have been seeking some sort of truth or new spiritual way to connect. Now that we are truly ready to learn, the right teacher will appear to us via a series of synchronicities. Thank you so much for joining me today for this installment of the Tarot's Journey. If you would like to see more, then please do click on the subscribe and notification bell for alerts of more videos. You can also see where you are on your own personal Tarot's journey by booking a reading below. Until next time, please stay well